Growing up in Singapore, it's not an agriculture nation. We all don't really know how to grow our own food, and I think it's a basic, fundamental skill everyone should have. I was in advertising for 7 years, having worked in Singapore and then moved to London. I wanted to be a bit more self-sustainable, so I felt that farming was a good way. So then I went to explore farming and food growing in England. And that was a very humbling experience for us, and something that we felt we want to continue with. I felt that I had to come back to Singapore to see what I could do in terms of urban farming or farming in Singapore. We have built and maintained farms. Over the last 5 years, we have built about 55 urban farms, big and small, on rooftops, in schools, in restaurants, hotels, in people's homes. We normally do it for people. So our definition of urban farming is taking very central locations and converting underutilized land to make it productive. This garden has always been here since the building has been built, but always an ornamental garden. We converted part of it into a herb and edible garden. We grow very unique stuff and high value produce. So things like edible flowers, things like microgreens, high value type vegetables like kale, Swiss chard. We grow for 40 restaurants, and the local farms are not growing, and also the regional farms are not really growing. We try and do those to plug the gap of imports from Europe. It was very, very difficult to convince property owners about farming, because once you talk about farming, there's like, oh, it's smelly, it's messy. And what we found is after we have built a food garden, we see a lot more biodiversity coming back into the space. That it could be very beautiful and pretty. It took a while. It took about 2 to 3 years before we cracked into the larger mainstream property owners. Singapore has always been a garden city, very well planned in terms of greenery. What we hope to convert, to change is instead of just being a garden city, to be an edible garden city. Agriculture has been done in a very centralized type model or system. When you have natural disaster, your food production zone is destroyed. Urban farming gives the opportunity to test small decentralized farms. In times of need, everyone can go out and be part of the solution and to contribute to the solution of food security and food sustainability.